This is Gary Butterfield.
This is Cole Ross.
And this is Monster, my podcast.
And these are the Wendigo.
There's a monster in my podcast.
Just your standard, your standard indigenous people's myth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The interest in this is just in the fact that, so Wendigo, real ass myth. Mm-hmm. This monster, he bites people and turns them into Wendigos. They're cannibals.
They can be produced through cannibalism. Like if if you partake of human flesh, it is thought that you turn into one of these, which is interesting from a
myth
what's
busted. I said myth busted.
I mean, so I don't know that you necessarily turn into a monster, but that is an interesting idea, because you do get like prions and brainworms and shit from eating humans. So
myth busted.
I can see this as a cool folklore explanation of an actual thing that happens.
Sure.
You don't lose your feet, I don't think.
There's a real load-bearing sentence in this,
yes.
Which is the Wendigo are a savage race of hoofed or footless humanoids. There's very different implications.
Yeah.
Between hoofed and footless. Like footless seems like this is going to be really tough for the Wendigos, you know?
Yeah. It doesn't seem like they're going to chase you that much.
They were walking around on their knees like Dorf. Like Dorf.
R.I.P. Tim Conway.
R.I.P. Dorf.
Dorf died several weeks ago as of the time you're hearing this.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. Endgame spoilers. Dorf died.
The episode can't just be a minute long.
Yeah, no, I know. The other thing about these guys is that I think it's interesting that their heart is frozen and you have to melt it.
I like that.
I think that's cool.
Yeah, you slay these things the same way you make the Grinch a better person.
Yeah, exactly. And you can kill two birds with one stone if the Grinch eats human flesh, which he definitely has.
Oh, absolutely. Have you seen that guy's kitchen? It's catch as catch can.
Yeah, the Grinch has sampled the long pig, the long who.
the Grinch has thought about it. You ever thought about it?
Thought about eating people?
Yeah. You ever thought about it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Of course I have.
Okay.
Of course, dude.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, of course I've thought about eating people. Like, what would that be like?
Yeah.
What do they taste like? I don't think there's a substance, creature, or concept on Earth I haven't thought, what would it taste like?
I wonder what the concept of aging tastes like.
Yeah, what does honor taste like?
Yeah.
Probably blood and iron. But yeah, I've definitely thought about what would people taste like.
Yeah.
I've also thought about how likely it is that I get out of life, without having accidentally eaten somebody. And I feel like my odds are maybe not as good as one might expect.
Yeah, I'm positive. So somebody's finger fell in the chili machine.
Exactly. Yes, we're past the Upton Sinclair times, but at the same time, I don't know. There's a lot of processed meat that has gone through my body, and maybe even as I try to eat healthier as I get older, there's less of it. But I had a whole childhood of just being like a literal trash monster.
Yeah,
and just cold cuts. And who knew how many fucking foremen were in that? That bologna pack.
Foreman, come on, no, they're walking around with clipboards.
John Cotto and his salami.
Brought to you by our backers at patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv.